Hello and welcome, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all my water signs. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. This week we are doing the week of the 20th to the 26th of February 2023. On the table here in front of me, I have two amazing decks that I want to work with. The first one we have is a tarot deck. It is the standard Rider-Waite-Smith tarot system, but this particular one is, I'm just showing you the lid of the box. It is the 100% plastic Rider tarot deck. So the entire deck is made out of plastic, which gives it such an amazing texture, it shuffles like an absolute dream, but it is just a basic standard tarot deck, which I adore. I am partnering it this week with the Roots and Wings Oracle. The Roots and Wings Oracle deck by Kat Riles. I don't know how to say her surname. I apologize for that. This particular deck is almost similar to our Rider-Waite, except it's different completely because, first of all, the images are different, the artwork is different, but it's simple, it's basic, and that's why I've chosen it this week. I've chosen a basic tarot deck, and the artwork and the keywords and what this deck stands for is very simple in its imagery, but it is still so deep in the message that comes across. The other difference is I've got a complete plastic deck here, and this one is the complete opposite of plastic because these cards have got quite a strong velvety texture and finish to them, which means that here we slip and slide so easily, and this one doesn't really. So completely opposite, but they work so well together. I'm going to put this one aside for a brief second because we will use it just now. And water signs, let's get straight into your reading for the week ahead. Let's get shuffling. We're looking to see what is the most important thing that I need to share with each of you this week. What is important for all Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces to know, to be aware of for the week ahead? What is important? What is significant for each one of you? What is the message that you need to hear this week? I could shuffle all day, but I need to stop myself. This deck shuffles so beautifully. All right, water signs, week of the 20th to the 26th of Feb. Cutting the deck over there, and let's lay out our cards. So card number one we have is the beautiful Strength card. I love the bright colors of this deck. We also have the Fool card, two major arcanas so far. We have the Six of Cups making a second appearance this week. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have Knight of Swords also making its second appearance this week. So let's look at these five cards that we've got laid out in front of us. So the week starts off strong, okay? The fact that we've got two major arcana cards is definitely saying we're starting off strong. It's interesting how we start off with a lot of yellow, it starts lessening, it comes right down, and then the yellow ends up as a tiny little speckle. So to me, and it's also, I see this kind of downward projection. So we have full yellow, and then if we take a line, it goes like that with the yellow. So it's like there's this decline, okay? But the decline isn't really a decline because it may be just preparing you for the big move, okay? Knight of Swords to me is definitely a card of action, of movement, of progress, as are all the others. So here, let's have a look at them individually. The Strength card is about internal strength. It is about digging deep within yourself to tame the beast within. Okay, so the artwork here is depicting the lady and the animal, and she's sort of got her hands around the lion's mouth, and she's trying to just comfortably close the lion's mouth to tell the lion there's no need to be aggressive, there's no need to be, roaring. We can be fun. If you look at the lion's tail, it might be difficult to see, but his tail is very submissive, okay? It's between his legs, it's very submissive. So she is controlling the beast, the wild beast, the king of the kingdom, the king of the animals. She is controlling him, but in a very gentle, subtle way. And water signs, this is what you need to do this week. You need to make sure that you are in control of your inner beast this week. But now we look at the next card, and here we have the Fool card. He is about to step off a cliff, okay? He's not looking at where he's going. He's looking up He's looking up there. He's not paying any attention. In his one hand, he's holding a white rose, which is a symbol of purity, a symbol of innocence. He's also got his trusty companion, but the companion is reduced in size quite substantially. And the companion is now trying to alert him, trying to grab his attention to say, if you take another step, you may fall to your death. We don't know what lies on the other side of that cliff. If you step over, who knows what could happen. So there is this little voice, but look what we've done is we've reduced that voice right down into this tiny, tiny little bark, instead of a big roar, down to a little bark. And we're trusting the situation, we're trusting everything. What we're working towards, moving to our next card here, the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is the card of reminiscing. It's the card of thinking about the past. It's the card of comparing today with yesterday. All right, today with a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But it's comparison. It's about remembering a time when life was simpler and easier and more and less difficult, where we didn't have struggles, where we didn't have problems, and I know at the time you might have thought your life was really complicated, but today when you look back at that time, you think, gosh, I'd give anything to go back to school because life was so easy. But when you were in school, you thought it was so difficult. You thought it was so impossible to overcome. But yet you did. You overcame it. You resolved it. And now you're like, oh gosh, if only I knew then what I know now. So that's the kind of message that's coming through. And then we have this gorgeous Two of Pentacles. Now, I love the Two of Pentacles because even though the artwork seems to be so simple, there's not a lot happening like we see in these cards, but actually there's so much more happening here. He's balancing on one foot. He's trying to juggle, okay? He's got a huge hat on his head, which is making him feel quite top-heavy. Behind him, we've got rough seas and we've got boats up and down, even though he's standing on a really solid base. But the energy of that waves behind him is throwing his equilibrium off completely. And this might be how you're feeling. Even though you're rock solid, even though you're feeling like, actually, I'm okay, I've got this, you are feeling very overwhelmed with your current reality because you're comparing it to how it was before. And right now you think, I don't know if I'm keeping it all together. I don't know how well I'm succeeding and how well I'm doing. So water signs, these are the questions or the kind of thoughts that you're going to be having this week. You're going to be feeling as if everything is topsy-turvy, whereas everything is upside down, when in fact, in reality, everything is pretty fabulous. You are solid, you are sturdy, you are safe. You have overcome the beast within. You have trusted your environment and your surroundings to keep you safe always. Yes, you've had some experiences in the past, and today, this week, might not be so wonderfully amazing. You may have some challenges, but actually in hindsight, you will look at this and think back to this as wonderful times. So find those moments in your current reality. Find that balance. Find that space to just accept and to enjoy the space that you are in now, because, and here comes the clicker, water signs, because things are moving at a speed that I cannot even begin to describe in your life right now. It may not feel like it. You may feel stuck. You may feel as if there's no movement. You may be feeling as if I've been doing this for a long time, but I don't feel like I've made any progress. But the truth of the matter is you have made crazy, ridiculous, amazing, wonderful progress. And things right now in your life are moving at a rate that you cannot even begin to comprehend. So it won't be long, and you will be looking back at this time thinking, gosh, look how simple my life was. Look how easy it was. If I only knew then what I know now, okay? But you've done all the work that you need to do. You've trusted. You are trusting in the circumstances and the environments that are waiting and playing out for you. But understand that you are holding it together. You are doing very, very well. But things are progressing and moving quicker, faster than you realize. And soon, everything's going to be different. Everything is going to be different. Let's have a look at what Roots and Wings wants to add to our story. So water signs, just going to give it a quick little shuffle. I'm not going to spend, it doesn't shuffle as fabulously as the other tarot. Not everything can be perfect like that tarot deck. Okay. Oh, that was a bad shuffle. Hold on. Right. This deck, like I said, because of the rose petal velvet feel, it doesn't shuffle as well. Just give it a quick shuffle. Let's see what message it wants to add. Okay, and actually, I'm going to straighten up all of these because I messed them up. Card number 1 that we have is transformation, and card number 2 is the wish card. Awesome, awesome. Right, so water signs, let's have a look. Transformation. You all know what that word means. If you're involved in the spiritual community, if you've been following my videos, transformation is a word that comes up so much, especially the whole worm to butterfly scenario. But here we have human to butterfly, or is it butterfly to human? Who knows? But there is happiness, there is joy, there is transformation, there is change, there is evolution that is taking place. And that's exactly the message that I gave you here. You found the strength to overcome. You know that, you know, things, what you thought was difficult in the past actually turned out to be so easy. Right now you might be struggling to find equilibrium, to find your balance, but things are evolving at such a pace that transformation is happening right before your eyes. So this is an important week. This is a week where you need to just go with the flow, trust with whatever's happening in front of you, but understand that this too will change. This too shall pass. The wish card, I love this wish card. It's making its second appearance this week as well. It came up in one of the other readings. The wish card, we have this beautiful dandelion, and you all know what we do with dandelions, okay? You see one on the ground, you snap it up, you hold it to your mouth, you make a wish, and you blow all these seeds. And wherever those seeds land, your wishes and your dreams are going to be planted, and they will come true. So you need to make sure that you know what you're hoping for your future, because of the change, because of the transformation, because of the evolution, the state of change that you're in right now. You need to be very conscious and very aware of what you're hoping for, what your wishes are, because your wishes are coming true quicker than you realize, faster than you realize. And all you've got to do is hold on. All right, I'm going to leave it right there for you, water signs. I do hope that you have an amazing week ahead, as always, with love and abundance of blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, my water signs.